Boy Crazy is the 17th episode of Gravity Falls. In it, Mabel's going through her boy band phase. She gets a chance to meet them, but learns the dark truth about boy bands. So she sets them free, but gets a little attached to them. Meanwhile, Dipper thinks that Robbie's mind controlling Wendy. Shenanigans ensue. Several times as a boy band, some of them are played by Alex Hirsch and some of them are played by Lance Bass of Nsync. For those who don't remember, boy band is a very broad title, usually referring to a group of mostly young adults, but directly marketing themselves to teen girls like Nsync and the Backstreet Boys and the Jonas Brothers when the episode came out, One Direction, and nowadays, K-pop really. Dude, I'm so old that every single time anyone mentions BTS, my mind immediately just jumps to Nickelodeon's BTR. The joke about them being artificially cloned is a reference to how artificial most boy bands are, and how seemingly, especially in the 90s and 2000s where they were at the height of their popularity, they just seemingly sprouted out of the ground out of nowhere. Ironic that Gravity Falls is a Disney product, given that Disney definitely pushed a lot of boy bands in the day. We actually got some blink and you'll miss it foreshadowing to several times last episode, with a DVD of Boy's World, a several times movie, referencing Spice World, a Spice Girls movie. Throughout the episode, several times shouts 2013. Originally they shout 2012. This is a reference to the fact that, especially around the time, a lot of artists shouted whatever year it was to try and make it look hip and current. It just came out. But in reality, just immediately dated the product. In here, accidentally putting a date on the show that was meant to be timeless, so it would either have to be 2012 or 13 if we really care. Wakaka and Tyler Q. Biker are fans of several times, but you can also see in the background Pacifica, so there was almost that one scene from Turning Red. The episode was inspired by Ariel Hirsch, Alex's sister, inspiration for Mabel being a humongous boy band fan in the 90s when they were kids. She even plays one of Pacifica's friends. The Hirsch twins and Jason Ritter did the commentary for the episode, and even a cameo by the Hirsch mom. Stan talks about his ex Carla. A lot of fans remember Carla was also the name of the girl in Teleprompter and The Hand That Rocks to Mabel, so a lot of people think that this Carla is the same, and maybe this Carla turned out to be Gideon's mom. But there really isn't any reference other than just the fact that there's two girls named Carla in the show. Dipper finds a backwards message on Robbie's music, which yes, there's a lot of backwards message in old music, and you've probably seen some clickbaity video about it, and how it's trying to subliminally message and mind control you or whatever. Which Dipper did think too, but the joke of the episode is that Robbie didn't actually do this. He just plagiarized some songs and they just happen to have backwards messages in them. And a lot of the fans at the time were really unsure and didn't understand the joke that it was just a bunch of coincidences. It's supposed to be referring to the fact that you can't actually mind control someone with backwards messages in music, but of course this being the kind of show it is, it totally wouldn't be that weird if Robbie actually was mind controlling Wendy with music. Either way, the two break up and Stan tells Robbie to buy gold. This is a libertarian thing, put a pin in this for a later episode. Mabel outfit check. Our only sweater episode is a dark blue sweater with light blue stars on it. Our secret code is, happy now, Ariel? In a now deleted Tumblr post, she said yes. And in the commentary, she explains how she was over the moon to be a part of the episode and meet Lance. This is a fun episode. The boy band stuff is funny, and the producer is scarily accurate to real music producers. And maybe they could have been a little more clear about Robbie not actually mind controlling Wendy. But overall, 6.5 out of 10.
Where did all these smart girls come from?